Hey, Stevo, and my Wi-Fi is a little messed up, so I'm trying to go from room to room to kind of figure out what my Wi-Fi is doing. So, and I also shave, so and so I'm walking into usually the room that I usually do my videos, and hopefully I'm trying to kind of figure out what I can do and make a decent video and see if my Wi-Fi in my next room is kind of messed up. This is a different position. Um, Essentially, I'm trying to motivate people to vote on November 3rd, and the Trump and Biden debate is going to happen, and on Tuesday, the 29th, and I'm thinking that the Trump turds already know who they're going to vote for, and they're organized. The Trump turds are organized, and I want to get enough people to vote. I want to get enough American people to vote by the November, and I want. I'm trying to, convince people to vote, and I don't know if I'm doing a good job at that. I don't know if people are watching my videos and maybe they just don't care. I mean, in a way, I don't blame them because this has been a weird, it's been a weird year, with the death of George Floyd and just a lot of violence in the streets and Donald Trump being a douchebag. It's been I'm 52 years old, and this has been the most crazy year that I can remember. It's been the most crazy year, and so I can understand people's frustrations, and my condolences if people are frustrated in their life, and it shouldn't stop you from voting. And I hope you watch the Trump and Biden debate that's going to be on day after tomorrow, and I hope that you research and everything like that. I'm a far left winger, and so I'm very weary about voting for Joe Biden because I'm not putting words in people's mouths or anything, but I think that Joe Biden is one of he's a corporatist. He's a person that is a Republican Democrat, but at the same time, beggars can't be choosers. And we got to know the reality of the situation, and beggars can't be choosers. We need to get rid of Donald Trump. And since we have a two-party system, beggars can't be choosers. And especially the millennials, they think the world has to be perfect. Everything has to be perfect. We have to vote. I'm going to wait and vote for a perfect president, and that's not reality. I'm going to wait until Bernie Sanders runs again, and that's not going to happen. I love Bernie Sanders, but Bernie Sanders is getting old, and Bernie Sanders never said don't vote. In 2016, Bernie Sanders did not say don't vote. He didn't say that. I don't recall him saying don't vote. And the millennials who didn't vote in 2016, gave Trump the opportunity to win. by the skin of his teeth. I'm pretty sure Trump didn't know he was going to win. Trump's a bullshitter. And I'm pretty sure, he knew that Hillary was a very important, strong adversary, and he didn't know he was going to win. Nobody knew he was going to win. Even Trump. You see the look on his face when he won. And he and his family came to accept the president-elect. And he didn't even write a speech. He didn't even write a speech. Because Trump is full of shit. Trump is full of shit. He's a bullshitter. And he knew that Hillary was a strong adversary. He knew Hillary was a strong adversary. And I don't think Trump wanted to be president. But he's making more money than he's ever made in his life, which is illegal. And I think a lot of people need to realize out there that Trump making money as president is illegal. It's illegal. And Trump owns corporations, and he still could have opportunity to control his corporations as president. That's illegal. And that's something people need to take in consideration, in November 3rd, is that Trump is making more money than he's ever made in his life, being your president. Your tax dollars goes to, millions and millions of dollars go to, flying, the president's planes to Mar-a-Lago every weekend. That's your money that goes to him going to Mar-a-Lago with the taxpayers' dime. That's your money. And it's horseshit that he lied to you saying he's a billionaire. He's not a billionaire. Trump is not a billionaire. He lied to you. Today they actually, after 4 years, they looked up Trump's taxes, and he didn't pay taxes since 2014, I believe. He didn't pay taxes since 2014. And I hope you don't vote for him for many reasons. He's a phony. And he's not handling this pandemic. He's a racist. He's a misogynistic person. He doesn't take the Constitution seriously. It's sad that we live in a two-party system, but for now, it is what it is. It is what it is. And I think in the future we need to develop more parties, and I think in the future we need to develop more opportunities and get better people to run for president. But we don't have that right now. It's not on the table right now. Those things are not on the table. Hopefully in the future it's on the table. And I hope that the millennials can put that on the table in the future. But I want to tell the millennials to vote this year. I want to tell the millennials to vote this year. And not make the same mistake that they made in 2016. And the sad, the tragic thing is the Trump turds, the 35%, they're ready. They probably already voted through absentee ballots, and they're going to vote. They're going to vote in November 3rd. And whoever's watching this video and you're not a Trump turd, what are you going to do? If you're not a Trump turd and the Trump turds are organized, what are you going to do? Are you going to not vote this year? This is a very important time, and we can't be picky. We can't be, oh, I'm not going to vote because Bernie lost. I'm not going to vote because Biden is this and that. Yeah, Biden is bad, but he's not as bad as Trump. And I think progressives, if you're a progressive, progressives can work with Biden if you vote for him. But you got to vote first. You know, you got to walk before you can run, and you got to vote. But after you vote, you got to keep being active politically. You can't just stay sitting on your laurels. And you know, again, I'm a far left winger, and I'm dealing with Biden, and you know, I'm going to vote for him, but I'm dealing with his past, and you know, and I don't agree with him in anything. But in reality, he's a politician. He's a politician. And you need to deal with reality and work with what you have. You need to work with what you have. Not with what you know, oh, I want this, I want that, and you know, nah, you need to work with what you have, dude. And stop being a Bernie bro, and I'm a Bernie bro, dude, and you know, I'm only going to vote for Bernie, and I'm going to not vote this year like I didn't vote in 2016, dude, and vote. Vote. You know? Because if you don't vote this year, don't complain. If Trump wins a second term, I don't want anyone to complain about it. The people who didn't vote at all this year. And if Trump wins by the skin of his teeth like he did in 2016, which is a possibility, I don't want to hear a ripple from people that didn't vote. I don't want to hear a ripple. I don't want people to complain because when you didn't vote, you voted for Trump. And if you don't like Trump, what do? You vote. You vote. And you do the best you can, and hopefully, you know, we can work with, as a progressive group, we can work with Biden. We can work with Biden. It's a possibility. It's a possibility. Biden's going to need, he's got a lot of people, Republicans, that are going to vote for him. But he's going to have a lot of progressives that are going to vote for him too. And he's going to have to please both sides. He's going to have to please both sides. But, you know, vote this year. Vote this year. You know? Participate in your community. And do it for George Floyd. And do it for Ruth Ginsburg. You know? But we gotta deal with what we have, not with what you want, with what you dream about. We got to deal with what we have. We got to deal with reality, not with fantasy. You know, not with fantasy. So I'll talk to you when I talk to you, and I hope you had a nice weekend.